Pokemon Red 16. 16.
Wow.
Old enough to drive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, old enough to drive.
Ooh, burn from the
Do
guy
you
who
really want me to ruin your car?
Burn from the guy who got his license at like 21.
19.
19, I'm sorry. Alright, so we went back, we healed up. I think we're going back to the SSN?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. In the meantime, since this is the first part of, I think, recording session 3 or 4.
I think it's 3.
I think it's 3. I kind of wanted to up the number so it made it sound like we're doing this more often than we really are.
Hey, we're getting a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Done.
Yeah, we're gonna lie. They wouldn't know.
No, we're getting a lot more done.
We are getting a lot more done. So, in the meantime, we've been doing this about once weekly, now that the illusion has been shattered. We got a link cable.
Yes.
So our plan is to get the Duke up to 25 within the next video or 2.
Yeah, we should
Three
be
levels
able to
should
do
be
that,
fine.
no problem.
Let me see. If I have more than one rare candy, I'll use one. But
No.
I boxed it because I wanted to save it for the missing no glitch later on.
Nope, we already went after that old man.
Did we get the Great Ball? Yeah, we did.
Did you? Yeah, I saw it in there.
Yeah, I did.
Click, 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 click. Yeah, Great Ball.
That's a great ball.
Yeah, mine are. Oh, you mean the item?
Yeah, yeah.
I think we did everything we could down on the right side, so let's go down the left.
Left side, right side. I got
Yeah, that's what.
Something.
I'll just take your shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna need it.
How you doing, bro? So, any stories?
At
No.
the moment, I'm not too
We'll think
sure.
about
I'm
something.
gonna have to let you know.
Actually, I've got a question for you because I was reading, reading Reddit. Because what else do you do on a day off like this? What is the most disappointing game you played? Not necessarily the worst game you've played, but what is the single most disappointing? I'm going to ask both of you.
That's difficult.
So I have my answer, but I want to see what yours are to see if they're worse than mine.
It's actually pretty recent.
That's fine. Recent is good.
I'd have to say Destiny. That game, I remember hearing so much about Destiny, and the fact that a lot of things were taken out after the 2013 E3 trailer or little teaser was pitched, and the fact that the expansions are on the disc and you still have to pay for them.
Ooh, that's just bad. That's just anti-consumer.
It is, and that's what kind of annoys me. It's a great game. It's polished. I'm not much of a fan of the loot system, but as far as the combat goes, to me it's very smooth, but it's so disappointing. It could have been so much more.
Now, when you say the DLC's on disc, you mean the areas are on disc, or is the complete DLC completed on disc? You're nodding your head and realizing that we're on audio, right?
Well, no, I was about to say it's everything is on the disc. The weapons, the environments, the encounters, everything I've heard on that. I could be wrong, but I'm 99% positive that it's all on the disc.
Ooh.
Everybody said it's on the disc, as far as everything I've read.
Wow.
People have actually gone out of their way to try to go into places that aren't unlocked yet, but are on the disc, and they've seen so much of things that were supposed to be there, but just were taken out.
That's just cruelty.
It is. It sucks, because it's like, it's such a well-made world. Some of the environments are really, really good, and it just is drawn back by that, in my opinion. It's too much. But I've spoken enough. Jay, what's your most disappointing?
So last question, because I didn't mention this. I don't know if I've told you guys this yet, but I'm getting the PlayStation 4 in June. I've put a pre-order down for the Batman Arkham. Arkham
Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight's the one. So I'm getting I'm getting the Steel Grey Arkham Knight. Right? Arkham Knight.
Yes, that's it.
Sorry, it's Arkham. It's like 4 Arkham games, and it's hard
Asylum,
to
City.
Origins?
Arkham City. Yeah, Arkham.
Yeah, well, that was a prequel, I think.
It doesn't matter, but it's still a game.
And
Just released that.
Knight, yeah.
All right. So, Michael, now knowing that,
Would I tell you?
Would you tell me to get it?
I would wait to see if there's like kind of a package deal when the next expansion comes out pretty soon.
Right.
I mean, if you can get everything for like about like 60, because the games had to have gone down a bit, and if you're able to get those, it's not too bad. The game itself, like I said, it's good.
Well,
It's to me that I'm not a fan of the practice.
That's acceptable.
Hmm.
What about you, Jay?
I have 2.
I'll take 2.
First one would have to be going back to 2011 in Saints Row the 3rd.
Yeah.
Now here's why I say this. The second game was probably one of my favorite open world
that's
games
one
to
I've
play.
wanted to play. I have Saints Row the Third on my PS3, but I couldn't get into it.
The thing is that there's a lot that could have been more to me. I think there wasn't enough in the game. The story, or at least the campaign, was... Well, the single-player story was too short. Well, you can play that co-op, but that's besides the point. It was way too short to me. And, I don't know. To me, I think there could have been, like, a lot more when it comes to the content.
Alright, I can accept that.
I'm trying to remember...
Did you play the fourth?
Yeah, the fourth was an improvement.
Fourth was an improvement?
Fourth was an improvement.
Two still...
Two is still the best.
Recommend getting it?
The fourth one?
No, the second one.
The second one, definitely.
Second one,
I'm on a budget, man.
Definitely get the second one.
Getting the PlayStation 4 because I'm not paying for all of it. That's
Yeah.
You can probably get Saints Row the second really cheap, maybe even on Steam.
Ooh, I like that. I'm using Steam.
I heard the PC version wasn't as good, though.
Really? What's wrong with the PC version?
I think probably some technical issues. I don't know.
Shocked.
If, there was some... Because I don't know...
Really shocked that a PC port doesn't owe it that a...
Well, because it's older, that's why.
What's the point? The PC...
they might have patched
for
it
whatever
a few
reason, last generation, sometimes you'd see, like... Especially Ubisoft just made really bad PC ports.
Yeah. Oh, another game I heard was very, very disappointing. Now that you say Ubisoft, the latest Assassin's Creed I heard
That's not disappointing. That's just sad. There's a difference between disappointing and sad. The reason I originally wanted to get the PS4 early because I liked the Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah.
I liked Black Flag.
A lot of people like Black Flag.
Black Flag was great. It's the only game in the series that rivals my love for like Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood.
Yeah,
2 I loved. Brotherhood I thought.
That was good. I thought Brotherhood. For what it's worth, I liked the mechanic with having the. I liked raising my little youngsters up.
2 was really good.
Revelations was garbage, except for the ending. The ending of Revelations. If you don't buy the game, watch the ending of Revelations. It's ball-tighteningly good.
Okay.
Like the game itself, it's a cash grab.
Yeah.
But the ending is worth it. It's usually the other way around. Usually the game is good and the ending sucks.
The ending's Mass Effect 3.
All right. So my game.
No, the second one.
Yeah, because he did say he had 2. I was curious to see
You're
the
right.
other one.
Sorry, that was my fault.
Yeah, the second one is very recently, and before everybody says, "Oh, it's a sports game."
Don't anticipate.
Oh, here we go. Yep, I know where he's going with this.
NHL 15.
No, again.
But
I know. I've heard about it.
You say Saints Row the Third took out things. Well, this was just not even close to what NHL 15 did. I know you're making the transition to next gen, and it took an extra year to do that. You're thinking, oh, well, they're probably doing, certain times. Yeah, I know.
I know how the story ends.
And then you almost take everything out, put the bare minimum in, and it's a shame because it looks really nice. The gameplay, well, it's not bad. I mean, I hear that a lot of people have a lot of trouble with it, or at least a lot of 23. There you go.
Two more. We have our.
Yeah, we should be able to get 25 by tonight.
Yeah, but I gotta agree with Jay on that one. I mean, I remember playing through it, and then I called downstairs to him. I'm like, Jay, where's the entry draft? Oh, there's no entry draft.
Yeah, there's no entry draft until later.
Is there be a pro mode?
Yeah, but it is so bare bones.
Bare bones.
You can't sim through shifts.
Oh, that's
anymore.
awful.
Yeah.
Well, I see. Yeah, I can't sim through. Because I've been playing. It's funny that you mentioned NHL 15 because I've actually I have a habit of when I'm like incredibly bored, is I'll boot up. I think I technically stole it from my younger cousin because he left it here. NHL 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't play properly. I play with no shift change, easy mode, and I play that game for the power fantasy of being like God on ice.
Basically, yeah.
No, I mean like to the point where it's completely unrealistic.
Yeah,
like,
it's the point of hilarity.
Oh hey, you've got 180 some odd points in a season. Still not the captain of the Bruins yet.
Well,
you
don't go into your own end enough.
It's funny. Like I've played because I've had this for about a year now. That game for my cousin. I played through the entry draft, like through the prospects game. I reset for a while until I found a team I was happy.
That you liked, yeah.
I got Chicago first. My girlfriend's a Blackhawks fan, and I played the season, and she was so happy and made her day. The moment I finished that season, won the cup, I'm like, I'm going to Boston.
Oh, by the way, congratulations on their Stanley Cup, by the way, because there's nobody else in the West that's going to beat them.
Oh, I hope so. You know, I want. Listen.
Kings are out.
To go. Kind of shift gears before I give the answer to my answer to the question.
Yeah, and I'm curious.
And to go for the hockey thing again. If the playoffs are over by the time this video goes out, which is a possibility because I don't know
when they're all gonna come out.
Right. I also don't know. Yeah. So I'm gonna try to get the first one out shortly. As of this recording, we haven't released yet.
Yeah.
No.
Because we're learning from our mistakes here, and we want to get a nice back catalog in case something goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Never tell her I said this.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's just hope she doesn't watch this.
Yeah. She doesn't know I do this. She doesn't know we're doing this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Boston's not going to make it. For what it's worth, this is the day before the final game of the season. Yeah. Boston's got their balls in a vice grip. If Boston doesn't make it, first of all, I know Boston's not going to go deep, even if they do make it.
Yeah, no,
you can hope.
You're better off.
In the homer in my heart says, "Hey, maybe we can do this shit."
No.
The cynic in me laughs at you.
Right. Well, the cynic in me is laughing at me too. It's just I can't help it.
Yeah.
Let it be Chicago.
Yeah.
To be honest, if it's not the Canadiens, then
yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, I don't care.
As long as it's not Montreal.
That's fine.
Sorry, Montreal people.
We're not sorry.
We're Bruins fans. We
don't like you that much.
No, I don't care. You don't justify this. We're not sorry. There's no apologies here.
Yeah.
Did you hear how I finished it?
No.
So sorry, we don't like you.
And also, can I say
backlash?
I didn't finish why this hurt me the most. Why 15 sucked. Well, not really sucked, but just
tell us where the bad man touched you, Jay.
Patrice Bergeron being on the cover.
Yeah.
So I had to get it either way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Patrice Bergeron outside of certain spheres can be underrated outside of Boston sometimes because he's not the biggest name player in the world.
No, he's not.
But the guy's fucking phenomenal.
He is. He's good.
And I can't. It's the only time I've ever wanted a decent. Because Chara's still decent, but I've never wanted a decent, a storied player on my team to retire, so that someone else who I think can get that C. Because if it's not Bergeron who gets it after Chara leaves,
there's something wrong.
Well, the city will burn.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
All right, are we good for the homerism for now?
Yeah, we're good.
My answer to the question.
Go ahead.
Crap, I have to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to multitask and I can't do it.
Yeah, everybody's saying.
No one's saying anything. Please, no one say anything. My answer to the question is another recent game because I figured these would all be recent.
Yeah.
It's just no one actually remembers the bad stuff. Is Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2.
There you go.
Castlevania Lords of... I pre-ordered that game, by the way.
Did we talk about Lords of Shadow?
I think we did off video? Camera, didn't we?
Oh, off camera.
Yeah,
we did off camera.
I've cried about this before.
Yep.
Lords of Shadow 2 for me... for whatever reason, despite its flaws, I really liked Lords of Shadow 1. It was a God of War clone, but I haven't played God of War, so it's fine. With a little bit of Shadow of Colossus ripoff done slightly worse. Haven't played Shadow of the Colossus either. Both games I want to play, neither of which I've actually dedicated the time to do so. Partly because I have the PS Vita and the package you can get for God of War, as I go on my tangent here, is the package with less games and slightly more expensive is cross-buy for the Vita and the PS3. Which I really like using the Vita because I'm the kind of person who uses the Wii U touchpad because big screens just don't do it for me.
Yeah, no.
I like portability. Maybe it's because I'm so bloody nearsighted that I like things close by on a smaller scale.
That makes sense, yeah.
But for cheaper, I can get 5 God of War games in the collectors, but it's not cross-buy.
Yeah,
and I'm just it's like, do I go for convenience or I just go for the fact that I might really like God of War and want to play the other knockoffs,
So why is Lords of Shadow so bad?
Oh,
well, 2.
Lords of Shadow 1 had its flaws, but I enjoyed it.
But it was good, yeah.
Lords of Shadow 2 had a much better budget, had a bigger budget, which isn't always a good thing.
No, it's not. No. Rarely it is.
But the problem with it wasn't that it was bad. It wasn't a bad game. It was disappointingly mediocre. Lords of Shadow 2 had amazing combat, incredibly polished. The action scenes, parts of the game, especially in the castle, were so much fun, and there were times where I loved it. But it misstepped so hard in it shoehorned in forced stealth mechanics.
Yes, that's right. You were saying that.
And they were so utterly frustrating and broken, and it just
didn't add much.
The reason
to the game.
it was disappointing, and why I asked the word disappointing, not bad, is because underneath Lords of Shadow, if you had taken kind of a razor and just kind of polished it and smoothed it out a little bit, cut away some of the fat, it would have been what it would have
really
been.
Good game.
We would be sitting here and I would be having this conversation saying, why aren't we considering this for Game of the Year?
True.
That's the kind of game I felt Lords of Shadow was underneath.
Yeah.
But it misstepped so
Missed the mark.
fucking hard. No, it didn't miss the mark. The mark, it shot the arrow in a different state. Because it's really frustrating when there's glimpses of the game that you know you wanted, the game that it could have been is underneath there, and it's just like, why? Why did you do this to me? Like, I want to play as Dracula, not a bunch of swarm of rats.
Yeah, exactly. There's no point. Like, when you've got all that power, you want to use the power.
Like, it's not even to the point where, you know, you do the force stealth section one-off and you come back to those enemies before at the end game and you just wreck shit. No, you still... before you go to the final boss, there's a mandatory stealth section against the same armored goons.
Oh,
and it's just completely deal-breaking.
So why can't we just, like, get rid of them?
There's a boss there that you have to stealth around it, or it's a one-shot kill, instant game over if you get fucked off. It's really...
See, am I the only one who hates insta-give mechanics in games?
More or less.
I hate it. Because it's like, look, if you get, like, driven, like, taken to, like, maybe this much health left, like, a little bit of health left, you still have an ability to recover, and I would dare say that takes just about as much skill as avoiding a one-shot mechanic.
Right.
Because it's like, oh, if you can survive with, like, no health...
Listen, I'm not even really opposed to insta-give mechanics, but...
I'm never a fan.
Listen, but sometimes, you know, everything has its place. Most everything has its place. But it's not just like a forced stealth mechanic, it's bad. It's poorly implemented, it's not...
Yeah.
It's such a big tonal shift from, hey, look at me, I've got the almighty powers of darkness, even Satan fears me, and here I am skirting around like a rat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with that under the pretense that he's lost his powers. However, that shouldn't be, it doesn't need to be there, and it takes away from an otherwise beautiful game.
Yeah, exactly.
Second caveat, the soundtrack for that game...
Not as good.
Not as good. Other way around. It's the best game soundtrack I've ever heard.
Really?
The composer, I can't pronounce his last name. Oscar. I'm not even gonna pronounce his last name. Look it up. Fucking fantastic. A fucking genius. I would play that game a second time just to listen to music.
Yeah.
If YouTube wasn't a thing, I played the game back in February. It's the last time I played it. The most recently I listened to part of the soundtrack was this afternoon.
Well,
like it's really.
See, I actually kind of liked Destiny's. And it's been said that, you know, the music for Destiny sometimes, like, out-hyped the encounters.
I'm okay with that.
Which, I mean, it's good and it's bad, in a sense, because it's like, oh, this music's great, it's really getting me hyped. And then, like, you're playing through it, it's like, oh, that took me about, like, 5 seconds. Why am I getting so pumped up on something that I did with minimal effort? So, I mean, I know where you're coming from with that. I mean, when the soundtrack is really, really good, it'll make you want to play it, but then you play it, and it's like, okay. So, yeah, but, you know, kind of as my own aside, just because I think a game is, you know, disappointing, it doesn't mean I think it's a bad game.
Right, that was the whole point. That was the whole point of this,
yeah, because...
of the way that I phrased the question.
I think Destiny is disappointing.
Right.
But I love Destiny. I play it just about every day.
Yes, that's... I thought I could get away with it. It was 10 levels higher than me. It was,
he was trying to just get a RNG... Oh, I was going to say RNGesus.
RNGesus has like 12 hit points and I didn't use the potion.
Yeah, but he might be able to one-shot him. Like, he might have been able to one-shot that thing.
No, this will give me... How's his defense look? There's no way it's gonna survive that. I didn't want to use a potion.
Just use a regular one, yeah. Those things are dirt cheap anyways.
Yeah, but I only have one and we're gonna find Eric soon. That's what I wanted to do.
Why don't we just go back and get everybody healed up before we do that?
That's a lot of walking, man.
Well,
no, we're almost at the end of the video. We might just do that.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
Jesus.
That way you just throw him in there, he
Our Lord and
murders that
Savior.
thing.
Praise be unto him at this crits, so help me God.
I thought fighting was weak against.
It was, but he has defense down there, really bad defense.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no, I had figured this was gonna happen. But
Yeah.
He also had 12 hit points. I didn't want to risk being outsped because it's still faster than me.
Yeah.
Technically. I doubt it because it's. I mean,
well, we're done with this section anyways.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
Right.
Let's take a walk back. Closing remarks.
Yeah.
Jay. Saints Row the 4 because that was your first one.
Buy
it. Saints Row the 3rd. Buy it or pass.
You can get it probably dirt cheap. So if you have a weekend to kill, then yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, I have it. So basically, do I want to play this game? Kyle.
Destiny. I'd say buy. Only because of the fact that I still feel like you can get some good hours out of it.
You'll play. Well, you'll just have to start a character because I'm not going through the sucker alone.
Yeah. I
we go.
would probably put all my hunter stuff in the bag, delete him, and play him again.
Fantastic. I'd probably do like a Titan. I like that tanky stuff.
Yeah, Titans are fun. Titans are
we'll discuss.
run around punching things in the face. It's
that was your
hilarious.
first character, right?
Titan is my main, yes.
All right then. Well, that was a great discussion. We will.
Yeah, that was
end
pretty
this-
cool.
Yeah, hoping
We will
we
tackle.
got enough done on it.
Yeah, we got enough.
Okay.
We're almost done with SSN. Going on to our third gym badge.
Oh, wow.
We do enough.
We did quite a bit.
While you were
thank very
staring,
much.
while you were staring at me lovingly, I was playing the game
We were actually doing work here
and got
today.
through a nice sizable chunk of SSN
Oh
in
my
about
God.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
we were.
Yeah, there were times where you paused in between those, so it's
I
like.
really
No,
paused.
we didn't
between.
pause. We just, we strategized.
I love that.
God, the thought process
kids.
completely lost.
Kids these days. You know?
They can't do it.
Well, next time, Pokemon
time?
Red, 17.
17.
17.
Bye.
Oh, bye-bye.
Ugh.